Nobody was ready for what Dylan Wang said. Nobody. And if you think you already know the story, I promise you don't. Because what happened behind closed doors, away from the cameras, away from the red carpets and the magazine covers and the perfectly timed PR smiles, what actually happened between Dylan Wang and Shen Yue is something that even their closest friends couldn't have predicted. This is not a rumor. This is not a fan theory stitched together from blurry airport photos and deleted Instagram stories. This is the full, unfiltered truth about a promise that changed everything. And if you haven't subscribed yet, do it right now, because what's coming next in this video is going to shake you to your core. Let's go back to the beginning. Because to understand what Dylan Wang said, to really feel the weight of those words, you have to understand what these two have been through. Dylan Wang and Shen Yue didn't just co-star in a drama. They didn't just play love interests on screen and then go back to their separate trailers and scroll their phones. No. What happened between them on the set of Meteor Garden was something real, something raw, something that the entire fandom felt even when neither of them would admit it out loud. The chemistry wasn't scripted. You can't script that. Directors can't direct that. Stylists can't dress you into that kind of electricity. It either exists or it doesn't. And between Dylan Wang and Shen Yue, it existed from day one. But here's the thing about real feelings in the entertainment industry. They don't always survive. The industry chews people up. It separates them with schedules and contracts and public relations strategies. It puts them in front of cameras when they want to cry and tells them to smile when their hearts are breaking. And for years, that's exactly what happened. Years of almost. Years of interviews where the questions got too close and the answers got too careful. Years of fans screaming what was so obvious to everyone watching from the outside, that these two people belonged together, while the two people themselves said nothing, did nothing, kept their faces perfectly composed and their words perfectly diplomatic. And then everything changed. The moment came quietly, the way the most important moments always do. It wasn't a red carpet announcement. It wasn't a Weibo post carefully drafted by a management team. It was a private moment that leaked into the world the way private moments always eventually do, through someone who was there, through a story whispered, and then louder, and then impossible to ignore. Dylan Wang, in a room that wasn't meant for the public, looked at the people around him and said something that nobody expected. He made a promise, and that promise wasn't about a drama. It wasn't about a project or a collaboration or a brand deal. It was about Shen Yue. It was personal. It was protective. It was the kind of thing a man says when he has stopped caring what the public thinks and started caring only about what is true. He said he would protect her forever. Let that sit for a second. Because in an industry where everything is managed, where nothing is said without being approved first, where even silence is a strategy, Dylan Wang broke from all of it. He didn't whisper it. He didn't hedge it with maybes and we'll sees and we're just good friends. He said it plainly, directly, with the kind of certainty that only comes from someone who has made up his mind completely. He would protect Shen Yue, not for the cameras, not for the fans, not for the brand, for her, for real, forever. And when those words got out, when people started talking, the internet exploded. Because this wasn't just gossip. This was confirmation of everything the fandom had believed for years. This was Dylan Wang finally saying out loud what everyone already knew in their hearts. And the reaction from Shen Yue's side? Even more telling. She didn't deny it. She didn't issue a statement. She didn't distance herself. She let it breathe. She let it exist. And if you know anything about the way this industry works, you know that silence from Shen Yue in that moment was louder than any press release could ever be. But here's where it gets even deeper, because this promise didn't come from nowhere. It came from a history. It came from watching someone you care about get hurt. It came from years of seeing Shen Yue navigate a brutal industry with grace that she shouldn't have had to have, because she should have had someone standing next to her. And Dylan Wang, who had been watching, who had been present, who had been everything but official for longer than either of them ever admitted publicly, Dylan Wang finally decided that watching was no longer enough. The protection he promised wasn't just emotional. It wasn't just "I'll always be your friend" energy. It was bigger than that. It was "I will stand in front of whatever comes at you. I will put my name, my reputation, my presence between you and anything that tries to break you." That is not a small thing. In the world they live in, where careers are built on public perception, and one wrong headline can unravel years of work, that kind of promise costs something real. And Dylan Wang made it anyway. Because that's what you do when it's real. And the fans felt it. Oh, the fans felt it. Social media went into full meltdown mode within hours. The clips spread faster than anyone could track. Comment sections across every platform filled up with people who had been waiting years for exactly this. For confirmation that what they saw on screen wasn't manufactured, that the looks and the laughs and the almost touches weren't just good acting. They were real. They were always real. Dylan Wang just finally said so out loud in the most unambiguous way possible, not with a romantic gesture or a public date, but with a promise to protect. Which, if you know anything about love, is more romantic than any of it. This is the story nobody fully told. Until now.